Hi, this video is going to discuss price elasticity of demand, and in particular focus on the impact that the time horizon has on the price elasticity of demand estimation. So what is price elasticity of demand? It tells you about the responsiveness of consumers when there's been a price change. And I'm going to walk through the example of rising gasoline prices, how this impacts both the short-run price elasticity of demand estimate for gas and the long-run price elasticity estimate for gasoline. But to give you some intuition, I want you to think about the following question. Where do consumers respond more if there's a price of gas increase? Will their response be larger in the short run, or will it be larger in the long run? Hopefully, you agree with me that there will be a longer run, more responsive consumer, or the number will increase in absolute value. Why is that? Well, in the short run, the price of gas goes up. What are you going to do if there's a higher gas price? Well, consider your options. You could ride a bus instead of driving. You could carpool instead of driving. You could walk. You could take your bike instead of driving. None of these are very good options if you need to get somewhere. In the long run, however, maybe your options are still limited. However, you have a few more choices available to you. If you want to consume less gasoline, maybe you buy a more fuel-efficient car, a hybrid car, electric vehicle, or you simply trade in your SUV gas guzzler and get a smaller car. Another option available to you in the long run is to choose a place where you live that is closer to your school or closer to your workplace. So all of these options in the long run allow you potentially to consume less gasoline if there are higher gas prices. That's why we believe that in the long run you have more choices, so you are more sensitive to price increases. That's why you're more responsive in the long run to higher gas prices than in the short run. It's not just gasoline, however, where you have more responsiveness to higher prices. Here are some estimates that economists have come up with. SR represents short run, LR represents long run, and gasoline is an inelastic good both in the short run and long run. However, look, the number gets closer to 1, it gets larger in absolute value for all of these estimates, gasoline included. So it's still inelastic in the long run, but it's not as inelastic as it was in the short run. Let me show you the image of this, the graph of these curves. So in the short run, the demand in the short run looks to be relatively steeper for gasoline than it does in the long run. It looks to be relatively flatter. And this simply says, okay, if the price of gas goes up, you have a larger negative response. You're going to buy less gasoline if that's the long run case than the short run.